What's up guys, welcome back to Hypixel Skyblock, and today we'll be focusing on hunting and attributes. The main ones being the reptile family, which is arguably the best type of shards in the whole entire game. If you like the type of content I make, please feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when I upload next, and I'll see you in today's episode. Starting off, we're actually in the Crimson Isles to collect a pretty unique shard, which is going to be the Hellwisp. This is a very good attribute as it gives you a 20% chance of getting a second heavy pearl. As you can probably tell from all these leads in my inventory, I have been grinding a ton of coralots, mainly for the newt. You can fuse into this by using coralots and verdants. The new is the common attribute in the line of reptiles, which give you Hunter's Fortune, this one being 20 Hunter Fortune to common shards. Around an hour later, I was able to get another 64 newts for the Salamander. Surprisingly enough, the Salamander shard, even though it's an uncommon one, is cheaper than the newt. This is because uncommon attributes require less shards, as well as the pure reptile giving me extra fusions. Because we had 8 newts left over, according to my calculation, the Salamander shard is 100 coralots cheaper. Anyways, the Salamander is like the newt but affects uncommon attributes. Since the last video, I've been getting 1500 points just to get into that legendary bracket. It's not a lot, but my Jade Dragon was able to level up to 106. The next reptile in this family is going to be the Lizard King. This is the rare attribute, and you get this by fusing newts and a stride surfer. For rare attributes, you need 48 shards to max it out, which equates to 24 fusions. But the pure reptile did lower it to 21, saving me some newts and coralots. The Lizard King is a little bit different from them as it only gives you 10 Hunter Fortune towards rare attributes. While I was at it, I decided to max out coralots, and surprisingly, they aren't in the reptile family and their attribute is completely garbage. Each day, I've been mining 25 million coins worth of enchanted diamonds. Selling this load will get my G-Drag bank back up to around 8 billion coins. Yet again, my blaze pet is ready to be claimed, and this next upgrade will be its last, going up to the legendary rarity. This next reptile is going to be the most annoying one to get out of them all because it consists of the two most slowest attributes you can hunt for. Shellwises just don't spawn, and coralots is just really annoying. But at the time of recording this voiceover, the admins have buffed both of these shards, and it is now pretty easy to get all of these shards. And the attribute I was actually talking about is going to be the Leviathan, giving you 10 Hunter Fortune towards epic attributes. The last and final reptile in this family is going to be the Megalith shard. This is a bit different from all the other shards as the recipe requires only shellwises. For the first step, you want to combine 2 of them to make a leatherback and combine it with another shellwise for a tortoise. And you guessed it, for the last fusion, you also combine the tortoise with a shellwise to get your Megalith shard. These are all reptile shards, so you should probably get the crocodile shard maxed out before doing any of these fusions. Like I said before, the Megalith shard is going to be the best out of its family because it gives you 10 Hunter's Fortune for all rarities of attributes, meaning on top of the other attributes you'll be getting another 10. You might not know how good Hunter Fortune is, so here is an example. Wordybug is one of the hardest attributes to get. Without these attributes that I just got, it would take you around 14 hours in total. But if you actually go and get these attributes like I did right now, it will cut your time all the way down to 10 hours. Stepping away from hunting, I decided to finish the August bingo. But one mistake I did was creating the profile before I bought the bingo rank upgrades, so I couldn't get the extra items, including the grappling hook you unlock at rank 2. After I cleared out the whole entire bingo card, I went back to the shop and bought bingo rank 3, unlocking the personal compactor for any of my future bingo runs. As you can see, after like 3 weeks of doing the experimentation table every day, I was rewarded with Thunderbolt 7, which is probably the worst tier 7s I can get out of the table. Going back to attributes, my next target on the list is going to be more reptiles and amphibians. These are going to be pretty good for hunting, as this one in particular, the sea serpent shard, crafted from moray eels and shellbacks, gives you a 20% boost on the calmer attributes, which are the attributes that I just got that give you hunting fortune, meaning that most of them will give you 2 or 4 more hunter fortune. Unlike the last shard, which was an amphibian, this next one is going to be a reptile. We're going to be using a python fused with a glaciate walker. The python, by the way, is crafted using also a glaciate walker as well as a viper shard. The actual attribute we're trying to fuse for is going to be the King Cobra. This is a rare shard that gives you 10% more hunter fortune on your black hole. If you already didn't know, using the black hole is probably one of the main ways you're going to be mass hunting shards. Another attribute that makes black holes way better is going to be the attribute we just looked at, the Python shard. This is going to make your black holes 50% faster, making anything black hole related 50% faster. Here is an actual example of how you would use the black hole using the Hunt Axe and Frozen Blaze armor. I was able to max out the Basil attribute using this method. Combining a crocodile shard with a glaciate walker will reward you with a alligator. Combining a alligator with another glaciate walker will fuse into a Caiman shard. A quick tip for fusing reptiles is that you should be always getting the highest rarity shard first, because of the pure reptile giving you some shards left over that you can use for the lower tiers after that. Moving on, the Caiman shard will give you a 20% boost to all your ruler attributes, which give you a 30% boost to your damage against certain types of mobs. I guess I wasn't following my own tip here, because the next shard I went for was the direct upgrade from Caiman, being the Tiamat shard. At max level, the Tiamat shard will give you a 50% boost on all your echo shards. This includes the Caiman shard I just got, plus 8 others, all boosting a different type of attribute. Speaking of echoes, by combining a hidden box and a newt, you are able to get the Q boa shards, which is one of the 8 I just mentioned. This will boost all your box attributes, which mainly focuses on making your loot pool a little bit better, including gifts, crystal nucleus, dungeons, as well as Kudra. The last and final shard I'm going to be getting is going to be the alligator. As you probably saw from before, the alligator is one before the Kaiman and is part of the Echo family. This one boosting your resistance attributes, and you can probably guess from the name, it gives you defense towards specific mobs. Just before we leave this area, I claimed some of the shards I have left over, which included things like the lava blaze, moray eel, as well as the tortoise and leatherback. The reason I did this is to get enough Skyblock XP to level up to level 420, meaning we're halfway there to the red prefix of level 440. And by the way, my global ranking right now is top 980. Going over to the museum, I donated my park, canopy, and fig armor, as well as my hunting toolbox, black hole, lasso, fishing net, my fig stone splitter, and my hunt axe. Others I also had to go and get, such as the decent axe and the scaffolding. And the David's cloak I already had on me, as well as the mangrove equipment, totaling up to over 100 Skyblock XP, leveling me up to level 421. One last thing I was forgetting was to craft the Runeblade artifact. This costed me 72 Runeblade talismans, which you can drop from these chills. The artifact is a rare talisman, giving you some pretty good Skyblock XP. And the final thing to do is to pick up my legendary voice pet I had at Cat for like the past 2 videos. Claiming this will give me an extra 15 Skyblock XP. Unfortunately, this is the end of the episode. I know it's not Halloween anymore when I upload this video, but at the time of recording, it is Halloween, so happy Halloween. If you like the type of content I make, please feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell to see when I upload next, and I'll see you in the next video.